Welcome to another episode of Drinking with the Stars. I am Joseph Kapsch, and we are here at the Sofitel Hotel at the Riviera 31. I am with the star of the new film, Reclaim, from Lionsgate, Rachelle Lefevre.
I love that you pronounced it properly.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This movie, I was blown away by this Reclaim movie that you're about to star in, obviously coming out tomorrow.
It'll come out. It's a what do they call that? Day and date?
Day and date, yes.
Release? Yeah.
Yes,
so September 19th, you can watch it on TV and online. And
it was incredible,
and in
but
theaters.
I want you to tell us a little about the role, because I was watching it, when I was watching it, I mean, it's an intense role. It's an intense story. You obviously, you're not a mom, but you're playing a mom in the film.
Yes.
What did you sort of draw on? It was very realistic, and you and Ryan really actually came off as like husband and wife. Like, I was so blown away by this movie.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We, Alan, our director, Alan White, was great. He let us improv a lot, and that John as well.
Yeah.
It was an amazing process because everyone was really focused.
Yes.
We had, like, I think the shoot was like 23 days.
I was just going to
something.
ask that. It was a short, like, intense shoot.
Super intense,
Yeah,
long hours.
Okay.
Sleep is for cowards. Like, it was that kind
Where
of
did you shoot? Where did
shoot? In Puerto Rico.
In Puerto Rico, okay.
So we at least had the benefit of being somewhere that was gorgeous.
Yes.
To shoot.
Of course.
But we would get together every spare minute, like between takes or at lunch or, you know, any off hours that we had, which were few. We'd get together, we would rehearse, we would go over the scenes, we would tweak writing if we needed to, and then, you know, take it to Adam and Alan and the writers and you know, be like, what do you think of this? And
oh, you had like, you actually got to have a real collaboration there.
Yeah, because one of the amazing things, I should stop drinking. I'm like, one of the amazing things that happened was, what's the movie called? One of the amazing things that happened when we got together was we just realized we all worked in a similar way, which was as organic as possible.
Okay.
And if improv came and you had just to follow each other wherever it went.
What scene?
It was really organic.
Give me a particular scene in the movie that sticks out that you really like, like a very like improv moment.
So there's this moment where it's actually part of it's in the trailer. There's a moment where I'm getting some shade while Ryan is playing with our newly adopted daughter.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm just sitting on a lounger getting some shade, and John comes over to talk to me.
Okay.
And it was a 3-page scene.
Yes.
And we hit all the beats, but it was, I think we started at the end of the scene, and then we were in the middle, and then we kind of came back, and then at one point, I have a tattoo, it says Invictus, and at one point, he took my hand and he asked me about my tattoo.
Oh, wow.
And they used some of it.
Some of it, okay.
But we did this whole
and it was
where we
nothing
just talked
in the
about
script.
my tattoo.
Okay, so it's very natural.
And what was amazing about that was it created this moment. Ryan is supposed to look over and be uncomfortable.
Yes.
And it created this moment where he looks over and John is essentially holding my wrist.
Got it.
And kind of caressing my hand, and that discomfort, like me being physically uncomfortable but having to play it off, Ryan misreading the moment, John getting to kind of hold me in a really creepy way, like all that just came about from us just sort of observing one another and chatting about it. And
how did the project come about? You were just sort of sent this. Did you and Ryan know each other or work together before?
No, I'd never met him. I'd never met John. I had a great meeting with a couple of the producers at Paradox. Okay. They're one of the producers of the film. And they had the script, and I read it before the meeting, and I just basically explained to them, like, oh, I really love it, I think it's great, and they were like, oh, awesome, so glad to hear. Yeah. And then I got a call the week later saying, do you want to talk to the director?
That's awesome.
And Alan and I had a Skype phone call and a regular phone call. We just talked about the film.
Great.
And then they offered it to me.
23 days.
It was great.
That is intense. Rachelle, thanks for stopping by, and please tell your fans when they can catch Reclaim.
Yes, Reclaim is in theaters and video on demand now. And don't watch it for me. Watch it because John Cusack is creepy and amazing, and Ryan Phillippe gets his shirt off.